Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today I thought I'd do a collective reading just to see what's happening. For those who are watching this video, obviously if it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it resonate. I'm going to try to set the intention for those who are meant to see this video. They will see it. I flipped some cards already for your reading here. And I'll show you them. I just want to pick two more cards because I feel like it's really important. Oh, interesting. Ooh, another one just popped up. Okay, so your first card that came up, it says, let your inner light shine. Your second one is embrace change and self-love. Okay, so those are your cards that first came in. So I do feel like change beckons for this collective. And I'm feeling as if you've outgrown where you're at. And this can come in many ways. Maybe you're not feeling satisfied with where you're at and you're feeling like you need to kind of stretch yourself, as another card popped up for you, which was stretch yourself. And it's not fulfilling you. Your environment, the space that you're around, the people that you're around, they're not fulfilling you right now. And it's almost as if you're just kind of feeling perhaps restless, or I feel like you're just minding your own. You're focusing on nourishing yourself. You're taking care of your health. You're taking care of your energy, and maybe you're just feeling really happy, because I feel like two of your cards here, it says lightheartedness and a beacon of light, and you have the inner light card here. I feel like you are incredibly radiant. I feel like you are just the shining ball of happiness, and I feel like people don't like that. I feel like either your environment, you're kind of restless, you want to get out of there, or I feel like you're picking up on people not liking the fact that you are just radiating peace. You know, I'm a firm believer that peace is not something that you could fake. You can only attain peace if you've worked on yourself and you've healed levels of yourself. That, and you've grounded yourself so that you're not picking up on other people's stuff. So if you're walking around genuinely with an aura of peace and groundedness and happiness, people, whether they realize it or not, it could be a subconscious thing, when they are around you, they pick up on it. And if they are not at peace, you are reflecting to them how not at peace they are with their own lives. And so I feel like that trigger, I feel like either you're around people who are highly triggered by your lights, because I just feel like that's kind of making you feel restless. But I also feel like you're kind of minding your own. You know, you're minding your own business. Inner dialogue has come up too. So I feel like you're really nourishing yourself. You're listening to your inner voice. And when I look at this image here, I know it's like stars. This is the Guiding Light Tarot deck, by the way. Guiding Light Oracle. I can't help but feel like this image is about blood vessels. Like you're really working on your physical health, your mental health. It's also interconnected altogether. It's almost like the reason why you're shining as bright as you are is because you're not just thinking about these things of healing yourself or being healthy. You're actively, physically bringing it into reality. And that's energetic. That's the last energy thing, right? So you can think about it. That's the first wave of energy. But when you once you ground it and you start seeing physical results, that is incredibly powerful in many ways. It's like evidence of what you've already been thinking about or how your energy is. One of the cards that came through said, share your gifts. So I feel like you have so much potential. You have a unique quality about you that's not just about your vibration. It could be, because, you know, some places, I swear, you get drawn to certain places because you have such a healing energy to you. But with this card, I also feel like you have untapped potential, untapped gifts to which your environment cannot satisfy or like cannot give back to you in many ways. Like I feel as if this environment or whatever, you cannot express the fullness of who you are, and like the fullness of who you are is a beacon of light, and you're actually attracting to yourself the right environment and the right people towards you. We see stretch yourself. So I feel as if it goes hand in hand. So you've been doing the work on yourself, but it's important to also actively look for opportunities as well to allow yourself to express more of what brings you joy and what your gifts are, because it goes hand in hand. I don't feel like these things will fall in your lap, even though working on your energy really does help bring this to fruition. However, I do feel like there's a physical aspect to this in terms of moving forward, because one of your main cards here is soul searching. 4/4 is an angelic number as well. And soul searching, yeah, I feel like the collective that I'm kind of tapping into, I do feel like you're unsatisfied with where you're at. You wanting more, but you're not quite sure what it is. And it's interesting because the last card that I pulled, it says true love. So 1919 might be a significant number for you. And, you know, true love can also mean you're attracting a partner to you. It can also mean more love in terms of your life, filling it with more joy, romanticizing your life more, feeling more satisfied with your daily life experience. And all of that kind of leads together, because I feel as if, you know, when you work on yourself and you are this beacon of light and you're stretching yourself and you're seeking the right communities and the right opportunities and environments for you, I do feel like at some point you can work on yourself to a certain level. It's really good that you're able to do that, but some healing and some sort of, you know, some healing has to be done with other people. And it's not just healing in the sense that you need to work on your karmic generational stuff. When I say healing, healing can also be joy, right? So it's almost like filling your life more full with people who bring you joy, being around people who bring you joy, doing things that make you joyous, something like that, and being in a state of love and just happiness and radiance. So it's not just within yourself that you're feeling radiant. It's like you're in an environment that appreciates that and sees the value of that, and there's a relationship, a balanced, reciprocal, giving and taking relationship with that. So that's kind of what I'm picking. So some of you guys might meet a true love, but what I'm picking up as well is just having more love in your life, more joy in your life, more ease, more peace, more peace. And as I'm saying that, I felt like, you know, as I was doing this reading, I felt like I was kind of out of breath, or like it was really tight here. So it's almost like you can now be like, like the wheels are turning in a way where you're able to kind of relax. So this change that is coming in is actually creating more peace for you. And I feel that. So that's the reading that I have for you today. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.